I'm Krista, and welcome to The Crazy Life of Krista. So, today's topic is about depression. And I'm sure all of you know someone, or maybe have dealt with it personally, but know someone who has dealt with depression. Or maybe you don't know if they've dealt with depression because, let's face it, depression is not something we just go around advertising or we talk about. But it's something that a lot of us deal with, something I personally deal with. And if you watch my previous videos, I have, mentioned here and there about how I've dealt with depression and more so how I've overcome depression. But I kind of wanted to talk more about what it is and why we have depression. And it's become apparent to me that depression is on the rise, and it's not just because of the pandemic, even though it's a very big reason why these days. But depression has been on the rise since the increase and the development of technology and the increase of social media. And with that being said, it kind of leads me to believe that it's a lot to do with the perception and looking at someone else's life and I wish I had that, or I should be more like this person and that person, and not really being appreciative of what we have, for one, but also not truly realizing that what we're seeing is just a perception. And when you start to realize that there is no absolute reality, that everything is simply what we perceive it to be. So you could follow a person on Facebook or Instagram and it seems like they're living their best life, and deep down they're depressed. So you could, that's why I say never wish for somebody else's life, because you never know what that person's going through. So when you understand and realize that this life is just one big perception, everybody has their own perception, you realize that you have the power to change that perception. And a lot of times depression is not only what we perceive of others, but what we perceive about ourselves. So when you realize that you have the power to change that perception, then you can change your reality. You don't have to be depressed. And I know it seems easier said than done, but it's really that simple. Change the way you're thinking. Realize that, there's more than one perspective. Always look and try to see it from two different sides, and especially with the negative that you find in your personal life. Try to find the positive, because I promise you there is light in every situation, even the darkest situation. Like I said, I've been through cancer, I've been through abusive relationships, and even though I've gone through those, and those are very dark situations, I found light in those because I found lessons in those, and I knew I was learning. And what I found helped me was knowing that I would be able to help others going through similar situations by the things that I'm going through. So that was my light. There might not be your light, but that was my light in my dark times and in my situations. And that was the good that I found with that. So in every situation, I think it's possible to find some positivity and look at it in a different light. But it's a choice. And so your happiness is a choice. It's up to you. It's up to you to change your perspective. And it's up to you to change your reality. But at the end of the day, we must know we have the power to do so. And so I want to encourage you all to stay positive, try to find light, even in those dark situations, and know that it's all about perspective. So it's not necessarily an absolute reality, it's how you perceive it. So if it's making you down, depressing you, turn that thing around. Look at it differently. Look at it in a positive light. So with that being said, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive. Until next time.